Attention, all stations. Good evening and welcome, everyone. This is VA3CJZ, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, opening the Amateur Radio Exchange Group Net, also known as AREG, for Wednesday, June 22nd, 2022. My name is Chuck, and I'm located in East Hamilton. This Simplex Net was originally founded by John Sims, VE3JSU, who is now living in Manitouwadge, Ontario, since mid July 2018. So, in about a month's time, it'll be 4 years that John has moved away. Anyone with a valid license who checks into the net from anywhere is welcome here. The idea is to have people check in to either test out their radios and antenna systems, maybe ask a radio or technical question, or to just say hello and tell us about their week. We do not discuss religion or politics, and foul language is not accepted here. The AREG is considered to be a very friendly net. Comments, questions, break ins are all welcomed, but this is still a directed net and go through the net controller. I have been streaming the net on YouTube for some time now. People can tune in. People who tune in can hear how they sound into my station and see their signal strength. Just type my call into the YouTube search box and look for us live, or under the title this week, AREG Week 1501. This net is on every Wednesday night, starting at 8 p.m. and ending at 10 p.m. local time on 146430.
GNP.
GNP, you're acknowledged. While this is a simplex net, it is likely that not everyone will be able to hear everyone else. This should not discourage you from participating, and it may even encourage some of you to improve your station. And also, keep in mind that relaying communications has a long history in amateur radio, so we encourage you to ask for a relay when a station is unable to hear the other party or to pass on a message. And lastly, we ask that you please try and leave a 2-second delay between transmissions to allow other stations to break in. And Garnett is the first check-in. Do we have anyone else who'd like to check in? Please come now.
V3BMO, time sensitive.
Juliet.
Victor Echo 3, Kilo Mike, Quebec.
Okay, I heard a couple of stations doubling there, but I've got GNP, BMO, who's time sensitive, KMQ, and there was another station. Please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Romeo Whiskey Juliet.
All right, very good. Okay, we'll go with the time sensitive check-in and VE3BMO. Pierre, come on in.
Yeah, just to be for the pot there, Chuck, before I fall asleep. Probably won't be there on the next round, so I thought I'd let you know. Yep, quiet day for me here, so nothing really to add to the net for you. Other than that, back to you, Chuck.
All right there, Pierre. Thanks for taking the time to check in with us. Hey, listen, did you make it in last week? We got a total of 41 check-ins last week.
Yeah, remember on the 1500?
Yeah. I just didn't remember if you had checked into that, but yes, you did. All right, very good, Pierre. I understand you've acquired a drone and you're having lots of fun with it.
Yes, sir. Got a few toys going on over here. Playing with a little bit of everything. But other than that, there's a lineup there behind me by the looks of it. Continue on there, Chuck, and have a good night. Thanks for doing the net. V3 BMO.
Okay, thank you, Pierre. Let's go to VE3 GNP. Garnett, good evening and welcome back. Haven't heard you in a while.
I was there last week. I gave you a check-in last week, Chuck. Look back in your log.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my memory fails me. There's just too many check-ins there to remember. But yeah, thank you for that. what I was going to say was, I understand you went away and had to come back unexpectedly. What happened there?
It's complicated. It's to do my house anyways.
Oh, it's concerning your house. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna go away again though.
Oh, okay. Very good. So, you've been keeping cool there the last couple of days. My website here is still flashing red.
Yeah, we have central air in the house, so it's nice and cool in the house.
Yeah, yeah. We just got a window shaker there, but we got a pretty small house, and so it does pretty good, except for the bathroom and bedroom. But the living room, dining room, kitchen, even some of it comes downstairs here. So it's actually nice. It's 23.6 degrees down here in the basement.
That's what. That's like 70, 23 is what, 74?
Yeah, I think it's somewhere around there, 73, 74. So yeah, it's comfortable.
Yeah, yeah. I got my AC set at 71 in the house here. The whole house is about 71, 72, so it's not bad.
Yeah, I guess. Very good then. Yeah. So nobody's mentioned a strain on the hydro grid yet, but we're just beginning summer. We just passed the longest day of the year yesterday, and so it's all downhill from here.
That's awesome. That's good news, Chuck.
Okay, Garnett, you gonna stick around or come back later?
Yeah, I'll probably check around later in the second go around, depending on what time it is, how long it takes. Yeah, but who knows? I might be here. VE3GMP.
Okay, very good, Garnett. Thank you very much. Let's go to Mike in Burlington, VE3 Kilo Mike, Quebec.
Yeah, VA3 CJZ, VE3KMQ. Good evening, Chuck, and everybody else along on the net this evening. Hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, the last couple of days have been kind of a stinker as far as the heat. It's been pretty warm, but we're inside enjoying the air conditioning, trying to stay cool. And I guess the only thing that I was involved in, I guess the last couple of days was trying to get my 13-year-old lawnmower running a little bit more smoothly. And admittedly, and shamefully, I had not maintained it. Regular maintenance, I mean. And so the air filter was pretty foul, pretty dirty. Changed that, and it seems to be running a lot more smoothly. So I guess I've learned my lesson. I've got to keep tabs on that. So anyway, not too much else. I do notice signals are up and down a little bit with you, Chuck. I'm just monitoring things, and you're varying from, I guess, what would be a 10 over down to about an S6. But for the most part, about an S9. So for just being across the bay, there is some kind of propagation or something going on between you and I here, but certainly no problem copying. With that, swing it back to you, VA3CJZ, VE3KMQ.
Yeah, very good there, Mike. Yeah, as far as the lawnmower goes, yeah, it's best to swap out that $20 air filter or however much it costs instead of spending 500 on another machine. That's for sure. And yeah, you're coming in great signal wise over here tonight, Mike. S9 plus plus on the Yaesu 857, but there's some bacon frying coming in with you. And so I'm not seeing any drop in signal at all. But yeah, it's possible there's something going on. I get that sometimes. It must be the conditions. But nonetheless, great signal, Mike. Thanks for taking the time out to check in with us.
Yeah, no problem at all, Chuck. Always good to check in and see how you're doing. So yeah, I too noticed a bit of the bacon frying, but it comes and goes. It's interesting. So I don't know whether that's localized or more atmospheric or what. I don't know. But I am running about just a little over 40 watts out at this point. So anyway, good to hear you're getting me very well. And with that, I'm going to. I probably won't tag along beyond this. I got to do some other things this evening, but Always good talking to you, Chuck, and thank you for doing that. VE3KMQ.
Okay, very good there, Mike. One last thing before you go. Are you going to participate in this upcoming field day, whether at home or in the field?
Well, I may do some stuff from home here. I'm kind of still in a bit of a recovery mode from some health issues, unfortunately. So although I'd like to get out and enjoy some of the activities outdoors, I can't really do that certainly this year. But yeah, I think I'll plunk myself down in front of the radio in the shack and see what I can do from here. Back to you.
Okay, then, Mike. Yeah, I'm pretty much in the same boat there. Can't go too far from home. All right, thanks, Mike, again, and you enjoy the rest of the evening as well as the rest of the week. Hope to hear you somewhere down the band. Take care. VE3KMQ. Next, let's go to Dundas. VE3RWJ. Chris, come on in.
Dundas? I'm in Ancaster, Chuck. Holy smokes. Okay. No traffic, other than we're going out for field day this Saturday with the Burlington Club. So that should be fun. Hope I hear some of you on the bands.
I'm sorry.
Keep an ear out for the Burlington call, which is Victor Echo 3 Charlie Juliet, V3CJ. Other than that, that's about it here. You're up and down here too, Chuck, between a 9 and I'm going to say S7. So a little wavering there. Might be the weather, not sure. Other than that, primarily the men on my street are out trying to trap a skunk tonight. There's a skunk under our shed. It hasn't sprayed anything yet, but the neighbors really don't want it to, spray one of their dogs or anything. So they want to trap it and take it somewhere else. So good luck to them. I'm not out there. I might have a report next week as to what happens with the skunk. VA3CJZ, V3RWJ.
Okay, first of all, Chris, I had to hang my head down. I do apologize. I'm ashamed. I forgot to say Ancaster. And as far as skunk is concerned, yeah, we had one a couple of years ago walk by the basement window here, which was open, and it must have sprayed because, you know what? I've smelled skunk, most of my life, and never, ever did I get it so strong here in the house. I actually called the fire department. I wasn't sure if we had a gas leak. It was that bad, and it didn't smell like a skunk because we were so close to it, I guess, and it was so strong. I thought it was a gas. But better be safe than sorry. We already had one house fire. I know some people will make jokes about calling the fire department, but like I said, it's only been 4 years since we had our house fire. So anyways, nice to hear you in there, Chris. How about you? You going to do some field day?
Yeah, the Burlington Club's going up to Rattlesnake Point up in Milton. So we're going to pop by there on Saturday and hang out for a few hours. Hopefully work some stations. And yeah, hey, better safe than sorry. Don't worry about calling the fire department. I don't know. Usually skunky aromas around here are something plant based, but anyway, this is a real skunk, and it has little ones too. So I don't know. Maybe they're planning on trying to relocate the whole family. They're all outside right now, kind of keeping watch in the backyard. I don't know what's going to transpire. Anyway, 73's Chuck B3RWJ.
Okay, there, Chris. I'm just picturing in my mind there Elmer Fudd hunting that wascally wabbit, but in this case, the skunks. Yeah, well, you know what? They may have to wait until the sun goes down completely, and that won't be till at least for another hour, I'd say. But good luck to them. Yeah, they need a proper habitat. Well, good luck to them, and we'll talk to you again soon, Chris. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry I didn't have time tonight to check in with you. Take care. VE3RWJ. Well, let's see if anyone else is out there who'd like to check in with us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ. Looking for your check-ins. Please come now.
They're Alpha 3 Alpha X-ray Juliet.
Rick, VA3AXJ. Good evening, Rick. How are you?
Oh, fairly middling. Haven't been on for the last 2 weeks. Been pretty busy with the granddaughter and the daughter and all this other stuff and other personal problems. But I thought I'd better get on there and make my voice heard.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, no, radio is secondary. Family comes first, and then your personal problems, and then the radio. I hear you. But thanks for taking the time out and checking in with us there, Rick. Everything okay now, or still working things out?
Well, Phoenix is doing good, but they want to take her and put her into Toronto for rehabilitation and therapy. And they really don't want to go, but that's the best place for them to go. So they're gonna tough it out for a couple of months and see what happens, and we'll go from there. But yeah, she's doing well though. We went to her graduation there yesterday, and they support worker, and in a wheelchair and all that stuff. Got her diploma and all that, and it was pretty good.
Oh, well, that's good. To get a chance to celebrate something positive in your life when you're going through something negative, it's always a good morale booster for everyone, not only the child but the adults as well. So very good. I'm glad to hear that, Rick, and I hope things go smooth sailing for everyone there. And I think. Did you mention they were going to Sick Kids in Toronto or just another place?
Well, it's in Toronto. I don't know exactly the name of the building or the place where they're going, but it's in the hospital. They got an apartment for her. It's right in the hospital. And she's allowed to take her 2 boys with her. And everything's like free. It don't have to pay a cent. It's there for her. Food, the whole bit, the whole issue. That's a good thing. But the thing is, we don't know if the 2 grandboys will handle it out there. So we don't know what's going to happen where. But we're gonna try it anyhow and see what happens. And as far as going back and forth, only going to be going out maybe on a Sunday. It's to visit, but because of the price of gas, will just terrible. Back to you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's all you hear about is how the government is screwing us and how much gas is. Okay, Rick. Well, thanks for all that, and you enjoy the rest of the evening there. We'll call on you again shortly, I do believe, unless you have to take off. Okay, VA3 Alpha X-ray Juliet. Anyone else out there like to join us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? We are also streaming live on YouTube. Just put my call in the YouTube search. That's VA3CJZ. Any new check-ins, please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Good evening, Chuck.
Hey, good evening, Mac. How's things, my friend? We missed you at Paul's.
Yes, I gave my explanation and I gave myself a pat on the back. We'll get around to meeting you someday, Chuck. It just seems that whenever the opportunity arises, one of us is otherwise engaged. So, yeah, we'll definitely look for another opportunity. Anyways, it sounds like the evening went well, and no ham operators were injured in the making of this episode.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't stay as long as we would have liked because our poor dog was home alone. He missed his dinner, so we had to come home a little bit earlier and take care of the dog. I was looking at my security system on my cell phone while over at Paul's there, and the poor dog was just barking in the house, and we don't leave him alone for very long, so he does have anxiety separation, as do I. As a matter of fact, I miss the heck out of him when I'm away from him too. So, yeah, little bugger just keeps wanting to go and sit out front and say hello to female dogs and pee all over the lawn. But when it's hot like this, we have to limit our outdoor activity time. So, anyways, yeah, well, we'll get together another time there, Mac, for sure. And I heard the the reason as well, and good for you. Hey, listen, guess who has a birthday today, Mac?
Somebody that was born today, Roger.
Roger, I got a couple of good ones for you. First one is John Dillinger, born on this day in 1903. We all know the notorious American bank robber. He was born in Indianapolis, Indiana. He died in 1934. So he was only 31 when he got gunned down. And the British rock drummer for Procol Harum, Bobby Harrison, born on this day in 1939. He passed away, sadly, in 1967. And he was born in England. And one of the oldest Osmond brothers, his name is Alan Osmond, was born on this day. He's got a birthday. Alan Osmond from the Osmond brothers, born in Ogden, Utah, home of the Mennonites. And what's that? The Mormons. That's right, the Mormons. Lindsay Wagner, the Bionic Woman, has a birthday today, born in 1949 from Los Angeles, California. That's it for now, Mac, but we'll save some more for later.
Okay, Roger that. And you mentioned the Mormon. I don't know that they really named their religion properly, because it was all about more women, not more men.
And more like more babies.
Yes, plural marriages. I think over in the Middle East, they just call them harems, right? They're honest with themselves. They just gather a bunch of women that keep them happy, or, well, yeah, you might think. But yeah, and they make TV shows over here about it, and that's a good reason to drive me out of the room when somebody's watching that kind of stuff. Anyways, I'm all about monogamy. Yes, I'm true to myself.
Is that right? The Mormons can take multiple wives? I didn't know that.
Is that your new religion now?
As of tonight.
Okay, well, I think Renata's going to baptize you with something else.
Probably that 12-inch cast iron frying pan I got from my daughter for Father's Day. Yeah, I'll have to think twice about that one. I can spiritually do this.
Yeah. But when I think back on all the mistakes I've made over the years, I've decided that one woman is enough, maybe sometimes too much, and I can't see myself with more than one, because goodness knows they're going to gang up on you and they'll win.
Yep, sorry about that. Just had to step away real quick there, but we're back. Yes. Good luck. Well, actually, I win a lot of arguments over here. I think it's grudgingly on her part allowing me uh, to be right when she knows I'm wrong. So she's a good woman.
Yeah, sometimes it's not about right or wrong. It's more about tenacity. And after 30 some odd years, it's definitely tenacity. Neither one of us is going to give up. So that's why we remain healthy, happy, and wholesome. And we have our space. So not that I have space, that kind of space, but it's all good. Anyways, Chuck, what's our count so far tonight?
Oh, we're starting off at a slow pace, but you are number 6. So I think we're going to do a couple of announcements here, especially the contests coming up on the 25th around 2 p.m. our time. The ARRL Field Day will start, and that's you get 12 meters. No, all bands except 60, 30, 17, and 12. Well, that's too bad. I like 17. Okay, so yeah, all bands except 60, 30, 17, and 12. And that will go until from 1800 Zulu on the 25th to 2100 Zulu on the 26th. So roughly 5 p.m. on Sunday. And we're going to be participating at home. And we just found out, KKP and I there, that we're going to be under Class D for home. But I think we have to put the 1 in front of the D because you can have multiple operators at home. So our class will be 1D or D1, however they want to say it on the when I'm going to listen to for a few minutes before I do any calling out.
Yeah, Winter Field Day, you would have been classified as 1H, 1 operator at home. And what does the D classify? As a desiccant, or what does D stand for?
D just stands for home. There's A through F. So A is if you're in a club or non-club portable. B is 1 2-person portable. C is mobile. D is home. E is home with emergency power. And F is EOC. I'm not sure what that stands for. But yeah, you could be at home using solar power. And that, I think, gives you more points. But of course, go to contestcalendar.com and look it up. And you can actually find the rules for field day on the ARRL website. There's a link to it there on the contest calendar information for that day. And once again, it's on the ARRL website. Okay, Mac, anything else?
Yeah, I'm just going to scratch my head for a little bit and figure out whether I want to participate in this. This is Summer Field Day. I did Winter Field Day, and it was kind of interesting. Probably the most intellectual part of it was trying to figure out how to submit my contacts in the proper format without spending money on somebody that wanted to sell me a spreadsheet. But I did find a converter and successfully get my my log submitted. So maybe I'll take on that challenge once more time.
Okay. Well, I personally use logging software from the n3fjp.com website. Their main log is called the AC log. And of course, if you buy the entire package, I think it's $50. You can get every single contest that they have for logging software, which is what I did. Actually, I started off by just buying the main logging software because I really liked the fact that it had a net, built-in net in the logging software just for nets. And so I got that. And then I got interested in all the contest ones. And so I gave them another $25. And they gave me the whole package with all the passwords to them. So really happy with that software. And you can write your own Cabrillo file using that software logging program. You just click on write Cabrillo file and you just type in your info and boom, Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, roger that. And my Cabrillo file came out of let me see, when I did Winterfield Day, I did a paper record. Then I entered it into a Excel spreadsheet, exported it to ASCII, copied and pasted into an online Cabrillo file editor, clicked a couple of buttons, and Uncle Bob helped me out as well.
Ah, you went the cheap and more labor-intensive way, but hey, if it's going to save you some money, then there are ways to do these things without having to purchase anything.
Yeah, I guess somewhere between cheap and chintzy, and actually, I find, well, other than the logging software, which I think works fairly well with your radio as long as it's set up properly, so the call sign comes in, automatically gets logged. That would be really cool, except it takes me so far away from the guttural basics of what ham radio really is, right? So the fact that we're beyond dits, dots, and dashes, I'm really glad to be receiving and transmitting audio, but I actually find it more satisfying to actually scratch down somebody's name and call sign on a piece of paper. It gives it more substance, just for me, and just a personal preference, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. When I started Mac, that's what I did. I had a notepad, one of those big notepads there from dollar store, and wrote everything down. And then I started searching around for logging software for free. Didn't really come up with anything, and I got peeved off at what's that most radio? There's one really popular one there. I forget the name of it. What's it called?
Logs for Old Men?
Ham Radio Deluxe. Yeah, so they let you use the software for a certain amount of time, and then you get blocked out, right? Well, that's fine, but I even reformatted my computer. Now I didn't do it on just for that, but several months later, 6 months later, I go to try the software again, and because I put my call sign in there, they say nope, you're done. You had your chance, and I'm kind of like upset at that they did that. So I made it a point to not spend a dime on those guys.
Oh, that's kind of like me in Walmart.
Yeah, you piss off a customer and well, you lose their business. That's a simple way to put it.
And some of us guys, as we get older, we get more crotchety and more stubborn. So, yep, that's where I am.
Yeah. Hey, listen. I don't know how many times I've been upset. I pull up to the line to pay, and something happens, and I can't believe this is happening to me. I'll just walk away, leave the buggy right there, and just walk away and go home. You know what? I'm spending my money here, and you're making it difficult. So goodbye.
Yeah, you just need to go to the next level and not walk back in.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I did that with Walmart for a while, quite a while. I would go next door, and here at the Center Mall, there's a Walmart, and next door there's Metro. It's a little bit further for me. Sometimes my legs are sore. I can't walk that far and back, and just out of convenience, I'll go to the Walmart again and just be wary. But I don't like it there at all myself. All right, Mac. We're gonna see if anyone else wants to jump in there, unless you got something else.
No, fire away, Chuck. Let's see who else is in the wings waiting.
Absolutely. This is VA3 CJZ Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Juliet Zulu with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. We are streaming live on YouTube. Just put my call in the search box and look for us live there. And we're looking for your check-ins over here. Any new check-ins, please come now.
B3PDL.
You know, somehow I knew that was you before you started speaking there. I can uh, tell you the sound of your key up, I think. I am wearing earbuds, and that's makes it a little bit more sensitive there. Go ahead, Paul.
No, that was me opening a beer just before I spoke. So, yeah, you got a keen ear. Good evening, Mac, and anybody else that's in there. B3PDL, just throwing a bean in the pot, sir.
Yes, sir. Very good. Very good. Sounding good as always, Paul. I was thinking about getting one of those little. We still haven't gotten one of those little kiddie pools there, but next day off that Renata has, I think we'll go looking for something that's uh, just about that size there. That's a perfect size pool for the dog and for my feet.
Yeah, a lot of times we just put the plastic chairs or whatever, the lounge chairs around the pool, just with your feet hanging in the pool kind of thing, and you'd be surprised how much it cools you down.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember one summer I just got a bungee cord and got my garden hose spray gun, put it on mist, and bungeed it to the railing of the steps, and it was so nice when the wind would blow the right way. You'd get some mist on you, but you wouldn't get soaked. You know what I mean? They had one at Wonderland. It was some drink company was promoting it, and there was these mists, little spray nozzles that you would walk under. Oh man, on a hot day at Wonderland, that felt great.
Yeah, copy that, copy that. I don't know if you caught it yet, but I threw a few things trinkets around here I got for sale on the AREG thing there. If anybody's interested and wants to check it out.
No, sir, I have not seen it. It must have been recent.
Yeah, I just put it on there like half hour ago, 40 minutes ago.
All right, and sure thing. Buy and sell on the Facebook AREG page there. If anybody's looking for any deals on gear, check out VE3PDL's post. Very good, Paul. I'll have to check that out there a little later. Other than that, everything okay?
Yep, except for I have to repair my solar panel module there, controller, because like a ding-dong, I cross-polarized battery clips when I went to clip them on, and oops, just that split second, and yep, fried something in it. So hopefully the parts on the board aren't those little microscopic fly poops. I need something bigger so I can see them.
Yeah. So you haven't opened it up yet?
No, No, it just happened earlier. It was today. Yeah.
Alpha Delta.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hang on there, Paul. We have a check-in there. Arpad, I believe. I sort of keyed on you there. Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. Good evening, Arpad.
Yeah, I'm at the house just getting on my horse, going to go up to the top of the mountain. For Paul, the message is there's a fuse inside, and probably he blew the fuse. Just open up the 4 screws and replace the fuse. Probably it's a 1 amp fuse.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping to see when I take it apart. Save me searching for a component, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's probably yours is the same like mine. It's a 1 amp blade. It's called a blade fuse, a blade one, just like you have it in your car.
Yep. I got some spare ones kicking around.
Okay, I will be monitoring. Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. Call you guys from top of the mountain.
Okay, Arpad, thanks for jumping in there. Yeah, Paul, I was just going to mention that. The fact that same thing goes with microwaves. A lot of people throw out their microwaves after it stops working. But if you open it up and check the fuse inside, if that fuse is gone, you spend a couple of dollars on a few fuses, and you don't have to buy a new microwave. So hopefully that's the case. There's a protector inside that unit. Good luck there, Paul.
Yeah. Hopefully it's an easy fix there. Anyway, I'll let you pick up some more check-ins there, Chuck. Me and the dogs will be monitoring VE3 PDL.
VE3 GMP.
Yes, sir, Garnett. Go ahead.
Yeah, Paul, what was that, a radio?
Oh, no, it's a solar panel controller.
Oh, okay. No worries. I was going to ask Dave about it when I talked to him in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me, you caught me in the middle of a yawn there, Garnet. Anyway, yeah, it's hopefully just a fuse anyway, so I appreciate the effort there, sir. V3 PDL.
Yeah, no problem. Continue anyway, Chuck. I just want to ask Paul what it was. VE3 GMP.
Yeah. Okay, Garnett, no problem. I actually saw that unit just this past Saturday there at Paul's. He was showing it to me, so I'm a little familiar. So, okay, good luck with that, Paul. Okay, is there anyone else who'd like to check in here with us on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is VA3CJZ in East End, Hamilton, and we're looking for your check-ins. Please come now. Okay, nothing heard. Well, let's continue on with some of our birthdays of famous people today. Today, Meryl Streep has a birthday. She was born in 1949 on this day and born in Summit, New Jersey. 1949, 11 years, so she'd be about 73, somewhere around there. Randy Couture, UFC champion, 3-time UFC champion, has a birthday today. He's born in 1963. He's also a 2-time UFC light heavyweight champion, and he's born in Everett, Washington State. And the last person with a birthday today on our celebrity list is Dan Brown, the American author of the Da Vinci Code, born in New Hampshire, and 1964 on this day. And so that ends the birthdays. Now we go to the famous deaths that we have today. Judy Garland passed away in 1969 of a drug overdose of prescription barbiturates. She was 47 years old. She's also the mother of Liza Minnelli, for those who didn't know. And then we have Fred Astaire, who passed away in 1987 on this day. He's the big-time dancer there back in the old black and white and even color movies, Fred Astaire. I actually, believe this or not, I did a stint as a ballroom dance instructor for the Fred Astaire Dance Studios in Ottawa. When I was a young man, I took a course, and I actually won a trophy for dancing there, the cha-cha, I think it was. But anyways, yeah, it was short-lived, but it was a lot of fun. Fred Astaire, rest in peace. I wonder how many of you are laughing about that. I know I am inside. uh, okay, is there anyone else out there who'd like to join us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is VA3CJZ. Looking for your check-ins. Please come now.
VA3NCA.
VA3NCA. Wade, good evening, sir. Come on in.
Good evening, Chuck. Good evening, everybody on net tonight. Noisy night today, for me anyways, on 2 meters here. There's a lot of static, so I'm listening along through that. I'll probably make it just this round though, but wanted to make sure I did get on the air and check in for this Wednesday. Didn't want to miss it, so hope everybody's doing well, and I'll send it back to you. I'm wondering how my signal's coming through though to your station, Chuck, VA3NCA.
Yeah, very good there, Wade. I've got you at about 20 over S9 here, but there is some bacon frying. Actually, there are several stations coming in tonight. With that, I don't know. Maybe the heat is affecting the components in the antennas, or it's just conditions. I don't know, but she's been a hot couple of days, that's for sure. And I've got black tape around my antenna.
Yeah, Roger. That's I got most of that through the bacon frying, like you say. Yeah, maybe the heat, maybe lots of people running air conditioners, but my noise floor is up at least around S9, and I got your signal peaking above that periodically, but basically pegged at S9 otherwise. So I'll listen along for a bit. Actually, maybe I'll switch over to YouTube and listen to you on the YouTube for the rest of the evening. Anyways, hope everybody's doing fine, and I'll send it back to you, VA3NCA.
Okay, Wade. Well, we're transmitting from the remote station in Flamborough now. Maybe you're picking me up a little bit better. How's that?
That is actually quite a bit better. I've got you at 20, S9 plus 20 when you transmit from that station. So that sounded better for me today. Although usually I don't have much trouble picking you up clearly at the base station, but the remote station is doing a good job tonight.
All right, very good. So the magic of crossband is helping us out tonight there. Yeah, we're using the remote station. It is in Flamborough, so it is kind of in your neighborhood. And so I'm glad you're picking me up a little bit better. Yeah, but by all means, stop by the YouTube webpage and listen to your transmissions and see your signals and that. And I'm glad we're getting to you clearly on the remote station there. Wade, you gonna go out and do field day, or are you gonna do it at home, or you got any plans?
I'll probably do some of it from home. What does that make me, a 1H? Is that what that the terminology is? Anyways, I'll give it a shot from home, but I don't have many plans to be outside in this heat for now. So yeah, so I'll give it a shot. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a little bit different than the winter one. The logging goes, if you're at home, it's 1D. So for one single operator, it's 1D. So yeah, good luck to everyone who's But yeah, I'm not going to be going out either. The way this heat is, I can barely breathe outside if I'm out there for very long. Okay, Wade, thanks again for checking in, sir. Are you? Yeah, you're going to say you're going to call it a night for the AREG then after this.
Yeah, I think so. I'll listen along on YouTube where I'll hear both sides of all the conversations. But other than that, as far as being on 2 meters tonight, I think I'm going to go QRT and say 73 to all. Thanks for doing the AREG, and I'll send it back to you to pick some more people up down the line, VA3 and CA.
Okay, very good, Wade. Thanks again for stopping in. Much appreciated. We're going to drop and go back to the, well, let's do a call out over here and see if there's anybody else in that area that would like to check into the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is week 1,501 weeks that AREG has been on the air, and we're looking for your check-ins. Please come now. Okay, nothing heard on the remote station. We're back at the base station now in East Hamilton, and we do have a slight noise floor of S3 on 2 meters tonight. With this weather, and it's cooling down apparently this evening. So who knows what's going on, but definitely some peculiar noises out there on the airwaves. But let's see, anyways, if anyone else is out there would like to check into the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ. Any new check-ins, please come now.
V3GBD.
There he is, the trailer park boy. George, good evening. Come on in.
Good evening, Chuck. All on net. Not much to report. I got to drain the little bit of water that's in the pool tonight, and then my son's coming over tomorrow, and we're gonna dismantle it.
Oh, and why are you dismantling it, George?
Well, I just don't have time to take care of a pool, take care of the trailer and stuff. So I actually gave the pool everything to my son. So he's gonna take it to his place. He's got a bigger backyard too, so he's gonna take it home.
Oh, very good, George. At least you're giving it to someone who's going to be who's going to appreciate it because you know, uh, geez, I wouldn't mind. But we got a fire pit. I'd have to move our fire pit because it's right in dead center of the backyard. But very good. Hope it all comes apart easy.
Yeah, so do I. Well, we'll find out tomorrow. Hopefully it won't be as hot. I don't think it will, so it should be a good day to dismantle that thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's see. What does it say for tomorrow here? Thursday, high of 28, feeling like 32. Well, that's a lot better than what it's been there, George. So yeah, it is going to be nicer tomorrow. And is there any chance of anything tomorrow? No, 10%. That's nothing. So bright sunny day though. So be careful of the UV rays. You don't get burned up there, George.
I just love soaking up the sun anyway. I always like to get that good initial burn in, which I think I already got. But you know what? I'm going to keep going because, well, if I get skin cancer, I get it. What are you going to do? I like to be nice and tan.
Oh yeah, same here. I worked outside during the 80s all the time, and got a lot of suntans for sure. So my skin, can take it. Very good, George. Well, they're saying, geez, tonight it's going to go down to 14 degrees there, but I expect that's not going to happen until about 4 a.m. Uh, but tomorrow night they're saying 13, and then Friday night the overnight low will be 16. So a couple of good nights there for sleeping. Okay, George. Anything else new and exciting? Things. What's happening at the trailer?
Uh, well, we had an internet provider come up there Wednesday because I was up, or Thursday morning. I went up there Wednesday, and Thursday morning they showed up. I forget the name of the company. They were there for 2.5 hours. They couldn't get a strong enough signal, so he suggested, maybe go with Bell or somebody else because Bell has a tower close by. So now we're going with the option of Bell. My wife talked to Bell, and so now we're going with that option. Holy moly, crazy! Too many trees around the trailer.
I was just going to suggest, what about satellite?
Well, if this Bell thing don't work, that's probably going to be our next call. Because if the wife wants to work up there during the week and work remotely, she needs internet, but she needs fast internet. So, we're slowly trying to find something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, well, good luck with that, and let us know which option worked out the best for you. Because I know we used to have Bell ExpressView satellite there back when we were able to get free channels, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that might be the option to go with satellite there. I mean, you'll get internet for sure. But anyways, yeah, whatever you decide to go with there, George, let us know how that worked out. Okay, well, thanks for checking in, sir. You going to stick around with us for a bit?
Oh yeah, I'll be out here. I gotta drain the rest of the pool, so yeah, I'll be listening.
Okay, very good then. That's VE3 Golf Bravo Delta East Hamilton. Anyone else want to check into the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, looking for your check in. Please come now. Okay. All right. Here's something interesting I found happened on this day. In 1633, Galileo Galilei was forced to recant his Copernican, his Copernican views that the Earth orbits the Sun. So the Pope uh, forces Galileo to say that the Earth does not orbit the Sun. So, and then the Vatican finally admits that it's wrong on October 31st, 1992. Only 660 years later. Hang on, is it 666? No, okay. Imagine that, eh? The Vatican being so stubborn that he wouldn't admit that the Earth orbits the Sun. Unbelievable. All right, the very first ring donut, supposedly created by a gentleman named Hanson Gregory on this day in 1847. So donuts have been around for, quite a while, 170, 180 years now. So there we go. And on this day in 1911, King George V, which is Queen Elizabeth's father, was crowned King of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland, Canada, Australia, South Africa, New Zealand, and all his realms and territories beyond the sea. King George crowned on this day, 1911. John Dillinger is informally named America's first public enemy #1 on this day, 1934. And then staying with royalty, in 1939, Princess and future Queen Elizabeth meets future husband Prince Philip of Greece, also known as Midshipman Mountbatten with the Royal Navy. Interesting little fact, Prince Philip, Queen Elizabeth's husband, is also related to the Queen by blood. So they're related. They're, I don't know how many cousins removed, but seems like a lot of people are related to the Queen, I've been hearing. 1940 is the first Dairy Queen restaurant that opens in Joliet, Illinois, home of the Blues Brothers. On this day in 1940, first Dairy Queen. Wow, good for you. Okay, and then Walt Disney's animated film Lady and the Tramp is released on this day in 1955. And then in 1981, Mark David Chapman pleads guilty to killing former Beatle John Lennon. (1983) on this day is the first time a satellite is retrieved from orbit by a space shuttle. So it must have been a pretty important satellite for the space shuttle to go get it. Oh, 9:02. It's officially sunset, according to Alexa. Cancel, please. Thank you. All right. Well, with further ado, let's see who else is out there who'd like to join us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ, and we're also streaming live on YouTube. Any new check-ins, please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Lima, Bravo, India.
Victor Echo 3, Lima, Bravo, India. Larry on the hill. Good evening, sir. Come on in.
Yep, evening all. I just got here. Been a busy day. Still renovating the bathroom, so that's been taking up most of my time. And went and had a hot shower, see if I could find any more muscles that weren't aching. But nope, they were all aching at the same time, so the hot shower helped.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Put the shower head on pulsate and put that on the muscles there. That feels good. Ah, yes. Renovating a bathroom. Been there, done that. Only to find out when I try to take the floor up, there's 2 floors, one on top of each other there, Larry. That was interesting.
Well, I took all the tile up and then removed the subfloor and just put a brand new subfloor down today. So I couldn't reach that high to adjust the shower head to the pulse, so I just left it the way it was, Chuck.
Oh, you're that sore, eh?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not too bad. Just the worst part's getting going down's fine. It's getting up. As you get older, it's easier to fall down than it is to stand up.
Yeah. That's like trying to get up if you want to sit on the floor and, play with a kid or an animal, your dog or what have you. Sure, it's all fun, but try getting up. It's a little bit tougher nowadays, eh? I know.
Yeah, I think as you get older, your arms should get longer, your legs get shorter. It'd be easier that way.
Yeah, or something. Yeah. Oh, well. as long as you can get up, that's the main thing. Like I have back and leg issues, so sometimes it's a little bit more challenging than others. But we finally make it. Grab onto a chair, a couch, someone else.
Well, my back issue's been fixed, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Although it doesn't really bother me too much, so that's one good thing.
Right on, right on. Hey, listen, have you hit the 2,000 mark yet on POTA there, Larry?
I'm sorry, say again?
I said, have you reached the 2,000 mark for POTA?
I'm at 1832 right now, 1832.
Wow. Geez, I think I checked you a little while ago, and you were either at 14 or 1,700. I forget which now, but my goodness. Congratulations, Larry. That's quite the feat.
Yep, I've worked all the U.S. countries, or all the U.S. states now, including Alaska and Hawaii. So I got them all 50 of those. D.C. was a wild card, and the only one I really didn't have a hard time working was Wyoming, believe it or not. They don't seem to have, they got a lot of parks but no activators, but I finally got that too, so it actually got all 50 now. D.C. is a wild card, so you get 49, and then D.C. is a wild card, which gave you your 50, give you your award, but I actually got Wyoming. And the day I got, was it Wyoming, I think it was? No, it was Alaska. When I got Alaska, I talked to the guy one day, and geez, didn't the next day I talked to him again, the same guy. So it was interesting. But Wyoming was the worst one. I just, for some reason, couldn't get it. There was nobody activating.
Yeah, I've got a couple of states I'm having a hard time getting at all in my logbook. And one of them is Wyoming. I think the other one is Utah. And then down towards Nevada, I think, or is it, no, Arizona, I think. A few of those states are right just before you get to the coast, all the way up north to south. There's a few states there I'm having a rough time getting. Must be because of the Rockies. I don't know, but maybe if my station was up on the escarpment, I'd have a little better luck there. But getting Hawaii on the POTA, wow. I haven't even got Hawaii as a state yet. I have a hard time hearing them as well.
Yep, that and Alaska. Alaska was a little rough too, but and I'm still working on this one guy here. It's kind of a challenge for me. And I've worked the one guy now 427 times. I don't know what, there's probably a couple to be added in there, but presently 427 times I've worked one person there.
Holy smokes! You must know everything about the guy there by now. Holy smokes! 427 times. Wow, very good.
Oh yeah, a lot of fun. Well, like I said, it's completely different than contesting because it's more of an achievement, and you get a chance to talk to the guys. That's the other part where the contesting is, get a number, move on, get a number, move on, or whatever they want to pass out. But you get a chance, an opportunity. How's the weather? What kind of antenna you're running? Radio? What's it like there where you are right now? You get a bit of a QSO going on, so it makes it more interesting. It's not like I say, you get the numbers and carry on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, okay. So very good. Yeah, whenever I usually wait till about either early in the morning before lunch or around 8 p.m. and after in the evening, I seem to get better conditions, and that allows me to get contacts a little bit easier there. So that's what works for me.
You'll find a lot of times, turned out the wrong way. You'll find a lot of times, especially, I do a lot of 40 work, and usually around 4 o'clock, 40 comes in pretty good. But through the day, early morning's not bad, like you said, but through the day it doesn't not very good. And then by, like, you're right, about 8 o'clock, it's, well, a little bit earlier, 7-ish, it'll start picking up, and it comes in a lot louder. We always work the boys in Barrie. They're always out activating somewhere. And through the day, you can barely hear them. By 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock, they're usually just blowing in. It's like 5-9 plus into Barrie. So, anyways, a lot of fun. All right, Chuck, I'll pass it back to you and see who else is out there. You want to be somebody else in the background there, waiting to bite on their tongue there to get in.
Okay, very good, Larry. Thanks for sharing all that with us and filling us in on all that POTA stuff. It's very interesting. I myself, if I see a POTA on my DX map there, I do try and get them, but it's not always that easy. So we don't always get them. All right, Larry, thank you very much. VE3LBI up on the Hamilton Mountain. Oh, this is VA3CJZ with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. We are now at week 1,501 consecutive weeks that AREG has been on the air, and we're looking for your check-in this evening. Any new check-ins, please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta on the handy walkie-talkie and the horse.
Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta on his iron horse. Whereabouts are you, Arpad?
I don't know what's the name of the park. Actually, it used to be, I think it was a garbage dump, and I'm right on the top of it. And I feel like a rooster here. And yeah, this is the place, the one, you know where the soccer fields are, just south of the CHCH tower on the top of the mountain?
Yeah, it's been a while, but yes.
Yeah, it's a good place up here. I don't smell the garbage. Beautiful day. It's cooling down a little bit, and at least it's windy. Wind is coming from the north.
Northerly breeze. Very good. Yeah, my thermometer outside here is showing 27.3 Celsius, but that's a lot cooler than today. I saw it go up to 36.5. Incredible. And then they wanted us to add an extra 11 degrees for the humidex factor on top of that. So I'm pretty sure we broke some records today. But thank goodness things are cooling down for the evening. A little bit later there, I have to go take out the garbage and maybe water my front lawn a little bit. And yeah, so at least we get some relief. And you're coming in good, Arpad, full strength. There is very, very slight noise coming in with your transmission, but that's to be expected there on your portable. Doing a good job, sir.
Yeah, I'm just using one of those extended diamond antenna and a Yaesu FT2D radio, and yeah, just setting up my little shortwave receiver. I'm going to listen Radio Cuba or something for a little bit, and just sit on the bench here. Yep, yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Oh, very good. Yeah, I mean the sun is down now. It's probably very comfortable out there, especially with a little bit of a breeze. And so, yeah, well, good luck. And I think I might check it out a little bit later after the net there, but we're not we're not there yet. Still have another 45 minutes to go. And so I do thank you for your check-in, Arpad. Jump back in anytime.
Yeah, roger that. I will be monitoring. Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta.
Okay, very good, very good. Okay, I did mention some one contest that was on this weekend. Of course, it's the once again it's the ARRL field day, and if you're at home, your class will not be the same as what the winter field day was in your logbook. It will be D for home. and if you're by yourself, it's 1D. So that's another big contest is His Majesty King of Spain contest, and that's for sideband, and that's at June 25th, 1200 Zulu time, and I think that's 8 in the morning. I'm not sure, and ends on 1200 Zulu time, June 26th. So for 24 hours, sideband. And the bands are 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. His Majesty King of Spain contest. That should be interesting. I'm going to check that out. And then we have a few CW contests as well. There's usually quite a few. And I do believe on the field day, you can use FT8 as well as CW for the contest. So something to keep in mind. But once again, if you want to find out all the rules, just check it out on contestcalendar.com, and there's a link to the rules for the contest you're looking for. Okay, with that, we'll see if there's anybody else out there who'd like to join us on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Any new check-ins, please come now. All right, let's go to the top of the list and say hello to Garnett, see how he's doing. VE3GNP, you there?
Yeah, I'm still here, Chuck. VE3GMP, just hanging around listening to the net. I'm not much happening tonight.
Yeah. Like I said there, I don't go out too much when it's super hot like it's been, except at night when the sun goes down. It's always much nicer. So I expect a few people are probably out right now enjoying that nice evening breeze, going for a walk. Yeah, something I might try. But we're just going to keep doing the net for tonight. Okay, Garnett, just checking in, and glad you're still with us. VE3GNP. Let's go to Rick. He didn't say goodnight yet. Well, let's check on VA3 Alpha X-Ray Juliet. All right. Well, I think I can go mix myself a drink because the next person is VA3 IMW. Mac, good evening. Come on in.
Well, there you go. Start with an iced glass. Toss in some bitters, a little bit of triple sec, anise, and a little shot of ouzo. Add a little squirt of lime juice and shake, not stirred. Pour that over ice in a martini glass, and you've got a very refreshing summer drink. Roger?
Yeah, and if you have an open flame nearby, you can practice your flame throwing.
Yes, and if you're close to an old flame, things get even hotter.
Oh, that's a good one. I always see these jokes about your exes. I'm not talking about ex-wives. I've only been married once, but ex-girlfriends, and you always hear jokes about that. And I don't. I was thinking today of this one girl that I knew in high school. That kind of gave me the creeps because she was kind of like a stalker. She was always there. The guys would nickname her Radar because she always seemed to know where I was. So, anyways, but for the most part, I've had some awesome ex-girlfriends, I guess you could say. But anyways, yeah, moving right along. Alcohol and exes. Bad mix.
Well, it's definitely a mix. Yes, Willie Nelson made a song about it, right? All the girls I've loved before. Yeah, and it's easier to remember the good times, but then again, you kind of block out the reasons why you're still not paired with those folks. Yep, there's always a reason. And you are where you are because you are a man of decision. So you got where you got because you decided to be there. Anyways, Chuck, I don't know what else to say. Oh yes, you were grilling Larry on his POTA. I'm not quite as far up the list of awards and so forth as you guys are, but I think I probably crossed the threshold of 200 night shift contacts as of tonight.
Wow.
And I think out of all the states, I've got 34. And I actually found DC was an easy one to get. Not a lot of parks, but my antenna kind of favors that side of the states. I'm going to have trouble with California, I'm sure. And you know, there is that fear that when you key when you tune into a station that you know is a POTA, sometimes you don't hear them really well. And you know, whether it's on 40 or 20 meters, and you're only hearing them with an S3 or an S4. But strangely enough, if I take the time and reach out and make a contact with them, I can usually get them. So no problem with Washington State and some of the Midwest, Nevada, Montana, stuff like that. Not a lot of contacts out there, but yeah, I'm envisioning that California is probably going to be a problem. I've already got Texas, and Florida was easy. All the eastern states is super easy. But yeah, Alaska and Hawaii, maybe a bit of a stretch. We'll have to just wait for the right time when the conditions are perfect.
Yeah, when we get solar maximum, it'll be easier for me, I think. I was thinking of toying around with the idea of moving the one leg on my my G5 RV. It's actually pointing directly south, and I was thinking of trying to direct it more, a little bit more southwest, um, or yeah. And so the thing is, I'd have to overhang the one leg on top of a pole I have there and have it hanging down. You can do that with a G5 RV or any antenna, but if it overhangs too much, I think you're good for up to 3 feet for an overhang. After that, you're just going to start not having much luck. So we'll have to do some measurements or just simply try it and see how much the overhang is. Right now, as I'm facing south there, Mac, the one leg of my G5 RV is overhanging a tree branch next to the trunk, maybe a foot. So hardly any or less even. But nonetheless, it is hanging down, and I kind of use the tree because I tied the rope to the end, and then the rope is attached to my back fence. So it's easily secured tightly with that rope. So it kind of comes in handy that way. But yeah, you know, we'll play around a little bit and see if we get um, any success. So, and by the way, geez, you got 200 POTAs. That's way more than me. I've only got 68.
Oh, well, I got 200 night shift POTAs. I'm not sure what the total is, but yeah. They give you special awards for late shift, which is between 8 p.m. and 12 p.m., I guess. That's probably when they start the next day in Greenwich Mean Time. But, yep. I'm thinking for my NFED, I want to get my up and down legs higher up. Right now they're about 5 feet off the ground. So the apex is on the top of a tree, and I'm thinking if I can get the up leg and the down leg raised up higher, it'll probably reduce my noise floor, and then I'll be able to have a better chance on the receive side, and maybe not lose as much into the ground as far as the lobes are concerned. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to have to look up what my total number of contacts is. I'm not even looking at that. I guess my key focus is on getting all 50 states, and then there's the different awards for number of contacts and stuff. Anyways, enough of POTA and all things like that. Actually, no, it's not. It's a lot of fun. It's actually addictive, and I guess like everybody else, we'll have to make plans for what we're doing on the weekend with the summer field day. Definitely, it's going to be D, and it's going to be 1D, and just a question of whether I'm going to hook up emergency power, run off batteries, and all the rest of that stuff for the extra points. But we shall see.
Okay, yeah, very good. That's the one thing I have to look into eventually, is getting some portable power. I would like to eventually get a solar panel, but yeah, you can only spend the money you have, right? And that's my situation. So very good. Thanks for sharing that with us there, Mac. So what's cooking?
Well, right now nothing's cooking, but I just want to take a break for station identification to Victor Alpha 3 Indy Mike Whiskey. And I heard Dave in there, so I'm not sure which call sign to use for you. Come on back in.
VA3MXY.
All right, we heard that. VA3MXY. Thank you, Mac. We'll call on you again soon. VA3MXY. Kyle, come on in.
Actually, you doubled with Dave. VA3DV. CP. Sorry, Charlie Papa.
Split times here from Burlington. VA3MXY here. But I think I had a bad cable, so I swapped the cable out, and then suddenly you're full scale on the radio, and I made it.
Oh, all right. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I've got a pretty good copy on you here. I didn't actually look at the meter, but yeah, you're coming in great. What's new and exciting with you?
No, not too much. I am using the portable, so I am running 5 watts, but I am using that external antenna. So it's just a little Yagi handheld. It's actually a satellite antenna, I think, and I picked it up for my radio direction finding gig here this summer. So just down from up north this week, doing some work in the area, and of course brought the radios.
Of course. Right on. Right on. Well, your handy talkie is doing great here at my location at the Center Mall here in Hamilton. I've got you at about S20 over S9. So yeah, I do have a generous meter on this radio, but not much I can do about that. I guess I can pull in stations further away with a generous receive. But I find someone else has the exact same radio as me and also has a generous meter on it. So that's the way they set them up at the factory. So, but anyways, good job there, Kyle. And yeah, enjoy the summer. It's way too short.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I don't know if you heard on RPAD's net there, but I am traveling to Finland this summer for a jamboree over there with Scouts. And so that's exciting. And I was able to hook up with the radio guys over there in Finland. And I'm helping out running actually one of the games. And of course, the game I'm bringing is the radio direction finding. So I've been playing with some foxes. I don't know if you've scanned much of the 2-meter net or frequency, but I think I was around 146,565, actually, just a few up from here, running my Fox. I don't know if you could actually hear it or not from there, but.
Oh no, I actually haven't scanned in a while, but I do scan my memories. But at the odd time, I do just do an open scan there and see what's happening. I hear taxi drivers in Toronto and all kinds of neat stuff there. So not yet, but we'll keep that frequency in mind there and check it out.
I think it's 146,565. Probably too close for me to run that and broadcast at the same time, but I can turn it on for a minute here and see if you can hear it.
Yeah, well, I've kind of got the net going here, and other people are kind of tuning in on YouTube, so I don't want to change frequency at this time, but I can check it out after the net.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good. I'll be around listening for a little while. So, but no, thanks for doing the AREG net. It's not often I get a chance to check in on Simplex. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I do believe the founder of the AREG net there, John Sims, VE3JSU, like the idea of having a Simplex net because there are many repeater nets and very few Simplex nets. And yeah, it's a great way to truly test out your equipment. Over.
Yeah, sure is. So thanks for taking my check-in. And I'll listen there for the tail end of the net. When you're done, we'll see if we can listen in on my Fox there. Anyway, catch you later, Chuck. VA3MX1.
All right, very good. Thanks again, Kyle, for checking in. You're sounding good. Next station is, all I know is it's a Dave. I don't know if it's DV or CP or what, but Dave, come on in.
I can relay, Dave, at VA3CP or VE3CP. I always get that messed up. Chuck, you got a copy on them?
Negative. Let me switch over to the Flamborough station here. All right there, Mac. I do believe we need a relay this evening. I was listening on the remote station in Flamborough, and it was quite noisy there. And I have no copy on the base here in Hamilton. So if you please.
Okay, yep. VA3CP, yes, he's just informing that I have 180-something unique contacts on POTA. So, yeah, they thanks for that, Dave. Anything else for Chuck? Okay, roger that. Yeah, we're going to have to make sure that we get Chuck's antenna up another 30 or 40 feet so that he's able to blanket the rest of the world. Yeah, Dave is on his handheld in the kitchen, so it's no small wonder that you're probably not hearing him tonight. But yeah, he's another POTA addict. So that's all for now, Chuck.
Okay, absolutely. Well, please relay a big thank you to Dave for checking in tonight. And one of these nights, conditions will be more positive, and we'll be able to pull in further stations, even people in their kitchens.
CP from Chuck and the rest of that. Thanks for checking in, and thanks for the information. You're always a wealth of a great source of info. 7-3s. Anyways, Chuck, I'll turn it back to you, and maybe you can pick up another 100,000 check-ins.
Absolutely. 180 something, eh? Wow. Very good. Yeah, that's way more than me. Okay, Mac. Well, let's see. We're at check-in number 13, so we've passed the dreaded 13. We're looking for check-in number 14 here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group Net. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, looking for check-ins. Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, X-Ray Lima Juliet, number 14.
All right, there he is, Vanya, Victor Alpha 3, X-Ray Lima Juliet. How'd you make out there after the party there, Vanya? Okay?
Yeah, it was okay. Like, it was actually very good. So I'm kind of lucky that I met you guys and see you in person. Some of you saw that it worked out good for me, and it was a nice day today. I'm kind of regretting that we were leading by like 17 points in dots, and we lost by like 20, but that's okay. It's all good.
Yeah, considering we probably haven't touched darts in years, and this guy has one in his backyard, and he could have been a nice, generous host and let us get ahead a little bit,
Yeah, I was thinking the same. Maybe they're gonna just play with the one dot, and kind of to equal out, like give us a 3 and they play with one, and But I guess it is what it is. They wanted to win as much as we do.
Yeah, I think it would have been okay if they were blindfolded and had one arm tied behind their back. I think that would have been fair. Anyways, yeah, it was great seeing you there, Vanya, and had a great time. I just wished I could have stayed a little bit longer, maybe have an open fire, but there's plenty of time this summer to go back over there and chill out. So, very good. So, what's new, Vanya? Anything?
Oh, no, nothing. I just fill up in my vacation form. Other than that, like there's anything of importance in my house. Actually, I did water the flower and the garden like yesterday and today. I remember to do that, so that's a good thing. And I'm kind of drinking my coffee and preparing myself for my shift tonight, just to see how hot it's gonna be. Like it's a good thing I'm not on the days or afternoons because that will be interesting endeavor last couple of days. But yeah, it's still hot even. There's no sun because it seems like a roof and a building retains so much heat. It's not even funny.
Oh yeah, I know. Listen, before I forget, there is a gentleman looking for toroids. I thought because I saw your post with all those 8 or 9 toroids on the board there, that you might have a good connection. VA3NFG, Steve. I don't know if he's on here or not. He might still be at work on his way home. Who knows? But he was kind of looking for some toroids. Do you have any suggestion on websites to buy them from?
I got mine from DigiKey, so that would be the one place which I got it from. And I don't know what the difference is in composition of them, but they said the I can't remember the name of the company which makes them, ferrites or something, something like that. Anyways, the brain name, the brain name stuff. It's way much better than just one of those which you buy on AliExpress and whatever is, because most of the time they do sell something which didn't pass the QC control and just got rejected and sold for the peanuts, I guess. So the DigiKey worked out for me, and it depends. I have noticed that some composition of the ferrites, like they work a little bit better on a lower end of the band, HF band, versus the upper one. There's a little bit more, how you said, a little bit more losses on the receive side, on an upper side. But I guess you can compensate that to the having the two of them or whatnot, something like that. Yeah, the DigiKey worked out fine. The only thing with the DigiKey is like they're gonna charge shipping, and I don't know how much shipping was. I ordered, I believe 4. I can only see right now the one where I'm sitting, and I wound it up, and he never got finished. But the most of the one which people are using most of the time, I think it's like FT minus 240 minus 43 or something like that. So that would be the most common one. Probably that's the same one what they have in NFED MFJ antennas. Or he can just go in and buy the thing and buy the same thing what I did. I bought a 9-to-1 balloon for the random wire antenna, or that's basically NFED, just a little bit different. From what's the name of it? Oh my God, things is upstairs. That's the only thing what they do. They make transformers and the wire antennas. So and they are really good. They have a product called a Bullet, and it's rated for the 500 watts. Actually, it does look a lot smaller on the pictures than it is in in a real life. So I was thinking it's gonna be like maybe 100 watts rated, and it's gonna be small in size. But no, it's like a 300 watt rated, and it's actually 300 watts in size too. So I don't know what to tell, but yeah, DigiKey, if you want to buy them your own, and I can go upstairs and get the brand name of the sticker in a minute. Of those pre-made transformers. They come in waterproof and seal as a seal unit, so it's good. They do have from what I understand, the lots of contracts with defense. So most likely the product they sell it's very good, and it's gonna last many years.
All right, there you go. An endorsement for DigiKey from Vanya. Very good then. Well, if, we might still hear Steve check in there. It's not quite 10 o'clock. He usually likes to come in a little later. So if not, we'll wait till we hear him on the air and pass that information along. So thank you for that there, Vanya. Anything else before we move along?
No, I'm gonna guys give you 7-3, and I guess I'm gonna talk to you guys next time when I get the chance. So that would be the weekend, or maybe tomorrow. Definitely Friday. So, but for tomorrow, that's kind of iffy. We'll see.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you for all your help, Vanya, because I was also looking there at those toroids, the 240-43. Yeah, very popular one there for the NFED antenna. Okay, thanks again, Vanya. We'll talk to you again soon. You take care, my friend. Say hi to the missus, and we'll talk to you again soon. Victor Alpha 3, X-Ray Lima, Juliet. All right, well, before we start the 7-3 round, let's see if anyone else is out there that would like to join us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is week 1,501 consecutive weeks for the AREG. Any new check-ins, please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie, Romeo Foxtrot.
Vern, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie, Romeo Foxtrot. A little bit noisy signal there, but we hear you no problem, Vern. Come on in.
Good evening, Chuck, and all on frequency. Just out for a walk. It's cooled off significantly. It's much nicer now. Earlier in the day, I think we were like 35 or 36. Right now, it's about 25, so quite pleasant.
Yes, absolutely. I'm seeing on my front porch it's 26.6 degrees, but like you said earlier today, it was 36.5 here outside the CJZ studio, and they wanted us to factor in another 11 degrees on top of that for the humidex value. So quite stifling for sure. Very nice. I have to take the trash out after the net there anyways, so we're going to go outside and get a bit of evening fresh air. Absolutely. Well, I've got you at an S9 Plus over here, Vern, tonight at the Center Mall. So like I said, many signals tonight have been coming in. If they're not full strength, they're coming in with a slight bit of noise, and so it has to be the atmospheric conditions there. Over.
Yeah, it's got to be the conditions. I don't usually get that kind of a reading when I check into ARPANET. I'm not at my usual location. I'm at a slightly higher elevation, heading up towards one of the water towers here in Waterdown, so that might be a factor. But yeah, I think when you take the garbage out, you'll be pleasantly surprised at how nice it is.
very good, very good. Well, did you know if you take your handheld, especially the Bofang radios, and at the back where the clip is, there's two little screws, where the belt clip is? Well, if you can tie a wire to that and then maybe put that wire to the water tower, uh, you'll get out great. Actually, I've heard people extending their antenna that way, using the back screws on the Bofang radios for the belt clip. Check it out on YouTube, and you'll be surprised to see the results on what it can do. Anyways, Vern, thank you very much for checking in, sir. It's always a pleasure. And you enjoy the rest of the evening and the rest of the week. Anything else before we carry on?
Just a quick comment. I heard the comments with regards to POTA. I haven't actually done any parks on the air stuff, but when I did have a slightly better HF setup, one of the catches that I was proudest of was catching an operator on St. Helena Island down in the South Atlantic, and that's when I was in Mississauga. So I do enjoy the international contacts, and that was one that I was like, wow, that was pretty cool.
Absolutely, yeah. There's some really cool contacts out there that you can get. I mean, sometimes we had a guy that was transmitting on a freight carrier boat, a ship out in the ocean, and he had his own antenna set up. He wasn't using the gear from the from the ship. He brought his own wire and his own radio, and was transmitting from the ship as they were moving through the ocean. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, there was one individual I was trying to contact once who was transmitting from a plane, and sometimes there's a big pile up and you just can't get through. But as you said, there are some pretty neat contacts out there. Definitely a hobby that I enjoy. So as you mentioned, I'm on my handheld. Rather than the Baofeng, it's the Yaesu FT70. Pretty happy with it. And like I said, just out for a stroll. I've stopped to talk to you, and the mosquitoes have found me, so I'm going to start walking again. But I'll be listening along, Chuck. Thanks for picking me up.
Okay, Vern, that's right. Keep moving, and hopefully the bugs can't fly faster than you can walk, unless you start speed walking. Yeah, Sunset is notorious for bugs coming out to feed there. So, anyways, thanks for checking in there, Vern. Have a great rest of the evening. Enjoy your walk. And that was Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Fox. Anyone else out there want to check in with us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is VA3 CJZ. Any new check-ins, please come now.
Recheck.
Okay, sir. Go ahead, recheck.
Victor Alpha 3, Indy Mike Whiskey. Chuck, you just mentioned some toroids and Steve being interested in finding a source for that stuff. The guy that he needs to get in touch with is actually Wade, VA3NCA. He seems to be the wizard of the internet, finding all kinds of wild and woolly stuff out there, and I think he's got a good source online that he could reach out to and get some good stout torides that are decent price, but not bargain basement quality.
Yes. You got to remember, you get what you pay for most of the time. So, yeah, very good, Mac. Yes, we will do that. I think I did mention that to Steve, but we actually got an actual website to look into from Vanya there with DigiKey. But we'll mention that to Steve, and as well to get a hold of Wade. And yeah, that's the way to go. All right, thanks, Mac. So let's start the 7-3 round and go to VE3 Papa Delta Lima. Paul, are you still with us?
I am back again, yes. I see just in time for the 7-3 round, but I'm sure there'll be a little bit of chit-chat afterwards once you're done your garbage. So I'll be hanging around for that. V3PDL. Thanks, Chuck, for doing it, and good job as always.
All right, Paul. Thanks, and it's my pleasure. And there's Wade on the live stream on YouTube. There, he retracted a message he posted. I don't even know what it was, but anyways, if you're listening there, Wade, good evening, sir. And if you heard, VA3NFG was looking for toroids, so maybe you can help us out. Okay, next person on the list is Arpad. Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta, 7-3 round. Arpad.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chuck. Yeah, I'm just listening the shortwave here and the airplanes. Torites. If you guys looking for some torites, I would say if you have a microwave, an old microwave, what you are planning to throw out, take it apart, and you're going to find a couple of them in there, in each of them. You can use those ones. And I'm listening to shortwave radio here. Very, very quiet, actually. No noise at all in this area. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm right by the very close to the CHCH tower, south of it, at the where the soccer fields are. And there's no hydro wires or nothing, so it doesn't give me any noise. And interestingly, my little shortwave radio, I would like to mention it. I'm not affiliated with these guys, but it's called the Zastone. Not a Zastone. Hold on. Can't even remember the name of it. I have to go and take a look at the name of the radio. And it's one of the best shortwave radio what I ever had. It's a receiver. It receives sideband, AM, and all that. And Texan. It's called Texan. That's the name of the company. And interestingly, what they did was they installed a chip. It's a DSP chip in it or something. I don't know what that is. But anyways, what it does, it can figure out when it stops at the station if it's voice or noise. So actually, you scan the whole band, and I did scan the band, the HF band from 2 to 26, and it's scanning all the shortwave bands, and of course that's in AM, and it puts in all the stations, and when I scanned it like 3 times, and 74 stations came in. So and every one of them is crystal clear from here.
Oh yeah, very good. I miss my the Grundig radios there. I had nice Grundig shortwave radio, and I miss that. It's a lot of fun. Shortwave listening. I mean, you don't have to listen to the regular band plans that we have. You can listen anywhere you like. You can go on whatever megahertz, go to AM, FM, sideband. I mean, there's stations all over the world that transmit on shortwave in the evening. That's for sure. Very good info there, Arpad.
Yeah, and this little radio, it's not bigger than it's a little bit long one. You can put it in your pocket, in your shirt pocket. It's so small. It runs on 3 AA batteries, so you can use rechargeable ones. And there's 2 versions of this radio. One does AM, and the second $20 extra. They give you the sideband capabilities as well. And it costs only $60 for this unit. You can order it on Amazon all day. And for that kind of money, it's amazing. Quality is so great. Actually, I pulled out about a 25 feet long wire. That's what I use for antenna, and just hanged it up on the bush here. So I take this unit down to Cuba all the time when I go to Cuba. So they don't bother me at the border because it's only a receiver, right? So it's a very small size. If you guys want to look it up, go to YouTube there, Texan. That's the name of the company. And it's called PL360. The PL360, that would be the AM version. And the PL365, that would be the sideband version, and the best $60 what you ever spent.
Comment.
Okay, go ahead there, comment.
Yeah, are you doing last round now, Chuck?
Yes, sir. We're right in the middle of it.
Okay, I don't know if I missed it or not. I was a step away, so. All right, I'll just say 7th, everybody. Take care. VE3 LBI. Have a good evening, everybody. I'll pass it back over to you, Chuck. Thanks.
Okay, Larry, thanks for jumping in and saying good night. And thanks for joining us again. So, VE3LBI. Okay, Arpad, back to you.
Yeah, about the stations, I heard Kyle from Burlington. He was coming in quite good. And Wade was coming in. I had to stand in a certain position to be able to pick him up, but I could able to hear him. So probably we could even, if he's standing right at the good spot, we can able to communicate all the way down here to the very, very east end.
Yeah, that's good for Mancaster there, but he has a lot of noise, and so he's listening on the YouTube stream at the moment. So he may be able to hear you. I don't know through the radio, but regardless, that's a good distance there to your handheld from Dundas. So hope I didn't get that wrong either. Chris kind of berated me earlier for saying he was from Dundas, and he's from Ancaster. Oh dear. Okay, Arpad, thanks for all that information there. The Texan, PL360 and the PL365 is the sideband version. That's the one I'd be interested in. So, okay, Arpad, thanks a bunch, sir. Anything else?
Yeah, go to YouTube and take a look at it, and lots of people are showing off their radios, and yeah, you're not going to degrade it. If you don't want it, then I'll buy it up from you.
Okay, very good then. Okay, thanks, Arpad. Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. Enjoy the evening up there, Arpad. Well, next was Wade's turn. Let's see if conditions are any better now. A 7-3 round there for Victor Alpha 3, November Charlie Alpha. Wade, can you, are you close to the radio? Okay, I guess that's a negative. Let's go to George, see if he's still with us. It's 7-3 round George, VE3 GBD.
I'm still here, Chuck. I'm just getting, garbage out and, garbage, mate. Oh my God. I got so much for recycling. These goddamn kids, holy moly. But other than that, not much else to report.
Okay, George. Well, this is why we have a 7-3 round. If you do have any comments or questions or anything like that, now's the time. So thanks a bunch for being with us tonight again, George. Always a pleasure having you with us. So envious of you there and your trailer and your golf cart and all that fun stuff. Things are going to be all done there by the end of summer. I think you'll be all settled in.
Oh, absolutely. But that the golf cart, yeah, hey, the one that you showed, you put on Facebook. Oh man, I would love to have something like that. That would be so cool to cruise around the park in.
Yeah, I forget what the body was on it. Well, I think it was a Chevrolet or something, eh?
Yeah. I think it was a 55. I don't think it was a 57. I think it was a 55.
Yeah, it didn't have the big fins on the back, but nonetheless, the body of a Chevy, a 50s Chevy on a golf cart there. Oh man, that did look sweet.
Oh, I would love to be cruising around the trailer park with that. Holy moly. People will be envious.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, you'd be the envy of the park for sure. You'd have to put a security system on it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, George. Thanks for sharing that with us there. Yeah, there's some pretty cool posts there on Facebook. I saw one, George. A guy converted his motorcycle body into a chariot. You know, like Ben Hur, and then he had the forks and the wheel uh, attached to the body of a chariot. So, and it was a motorbike. That was cool.
Yeah, I seen that one. I seen that one.
Yeah, yeah. There's some pretty neat things that people put together. That's for sure. All right, George. That'll be it then. It's 10 o'clock now, and I do need to take a pee break. So we're going to move it along. So thanks again, VE3GBD. And let's go up and see if Garnett's still with us and say goodnight to Garnett, VE3GNP. I think he said goodnight already, but I'm not sure.
VA3XJ.
There he is. I called you earlier, but you must have stepped away. You're next on the list there, Rick, VA3AXJ. Last call.
Yeah, 7-3s to all the people on the frequencies. Yeah, I was outside talking to some people there. Yeah, not much more to say. It's just a busy day tomorrow. Gotta run up to the hospital and see Phoenix and all this other good stuff, and tell you what we're going to be doing for the next couple of months or so. Anyhow, yeah, I'd tried to get back in a few times, but I just got pulled back outside again.
Yeah, that's always the way. Well, thanks for hanging in there with us and checking in with us right till the end here and doing last call. Hope you enjoyed yourself. We sure did having you aboard with us there, Rick. So you take care and send out all our best wishes to the grandchild there. So until next time.
Roger, VA3AXJ will be 10-7.
QRT. Okay, well, let's go to the last person on our list, and that would be VA3IMW.
Well, what an auspicious reward. I get to wrap it up. Anyways, just a quick note, the radio that Arpad was mentioning, the Texan all-band SW listening radio, there's a newer version that they came out with as a lithium-ion battery that's rechargeable with a USB connection, and it also has a digital keyboard. But yes, Arpad's quite correct. Best few bucks that you're going to invest in a shortwave listening radio. So yeah, there's all kinds of online services that you can buy them through. So, and again, if you don't like it, Arpad will buy it, and if he's got too many, then I'll buy him up too. So give it a look. They come in gray and yellow, depending on whether you lose things. Anyways, thanks for doing it, Chuck. Week number 1501. Here we go. Looking forward to 2000. Anyways, 7-3's Chuck, and we'll look forward to chatting with you and everybody else down the log.
Yeah, absolutely there, Mac. Write down on your calendar 11 weeks from now. I believe it's September 14th. That will be the 29-year anniversary, 29 years even. 1,500 is just shy of that, but it was such a great number. We had to celebrate it. And so, yeah, looking forward to 1512. So thanks for all that, Mac. And yeah, if anybody wants to sell their shortwave radios, contact Arpad or Mac. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. Another week in the books. And let's see now. We made it to our average of 15 check-ins. So Vern, VA3CRF was the number 15. And so with that, we're going to say it's now time to close this evening's AREG. And of course, as you heard, it's week 1501. And I would like to thank everyone for participating once again in this week's Amateur Radio Exchange Group Net. And I do look forward to hearing from you again next week. Enjoy the rest of the week and weekend. And I look forward to hearing you guys maybe on field day this weekend. So get out there and enjoy the beautiful weather while we have it. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, saying 7-3 and good night, all. I'm now returning the frequency back to normal use and ending the live stream on YouTube. Thank you, Wade, for putting up the info on the YouTube live stream there for the toroids and that, but we didn't get any a New Work Canada. Okay, so we got that one, and DigiKey. All right, thank you very much, Wade, VA3NCA. Okay, we're done. VA3 CJZ taking a short break. QRT for now. Good night.